welcome to Talking Wrestling with Nigel, and we're going to be discussing tomorrow night eventful Title Tuesday. And I think AEW's checking all the box with this card. I heard, I believe they're making a mistake of not adding Eddie Kingston and Minoru Suzuki to this card as announced on their website. They will be on the buy-in. It doesn't make sense to have a buy-in for an event this huge. They're moving to Tuesday due to the fact they're going to be competing against the NFL on Wednesdays. And only this one time they'll be back on Wednesdays. Um, next week or so. Let's look at the card. Star Strictly, Ryan Danielson winner fights for the TNT title. This is going to be legit. They're coming off of two great victories. For one, Strickland against Heyman, and then Danielson, a win over one of Japan's finest and one of the best wrestlers in the world, and Jack Sabre Jr. And this really boosts their confidence going right now, and now they're competing to compete for the TNT title. The winner will face Christian Cage. Don't know when that will happen. It could be at it will be full gear. It just be interesting, of course, especially what's going on with Edge coming, Adam Copeland coming back. Make a debut in AEW and trying to get Christian the team with him, trying to get relationship going, an alliance, trying to bench some to the team, get on the good side. The good things going, great storytelling, of course, with history between those two. It could lead to see Edge maybe competing for the TNT title, or maybe it's going to be a multiple. Maybe he's going to have a lot of input in this match, if ever. This is going to be happening at Full Gear. I can guarantee you that Adam is going to do a lot to sort of fight against Christian, who who tries to take out Sting and tries to take out Darby Allin, and Edge doesn't like what he sees with Christian. Christian has been one of Edge's best friend for over the 30, 40 years as they've been wrestling during the Attitude Era. And Edge wants to be, wants to end his career here in AEW. He also wants to do it with Christian, whether it's competing or teaming. First step is we're going to see those two likely one on one. Can't wait to see how this contendership plays out. Maybe they will have Fatal Pork, or wait, maybe it'll just be a team. Maybe this week's co- collision for the TNT title. And it'll be interesting. Maybe will Christian lose the TNT title. Maybe Edge will have some to do with it. Clay outcomes to lead to the match that we all want to see. Of course, we can even talk about how Christian is going to tell Edge that he's always been overwhelming, overlooking him as a star, as a main event player, because he's been taking his spotlight when they started their careers together, and he's always been getting the bigger opportunities, and that's why they call him the ultimate opportunities. And there's a lot of stuff they can see saying that Money in the Bank ladder match WrestleMania 21, how he was a win to him pick the winner was set to win that ladder match and cash in instead of him Christian had to prove himself on the on, go to TNA, win the NWA World Title twice, had great matches like against Sting, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, Monster Abyss, Booker T, Rhino, and the list of the competitors that he's fought goes on and on. He had a remarkable run when he first left the WWE and went to TNA, and now we're seeing the second one. He is one of the he is one of the biggest heels in wrestling right now. I mean, just getting inside everyone's gonna be just really be his insults just makes the whole the flow of the segments more deep and more no with emotion. And Christian, of course, you know, you saw this. You got his own correlation with Tosh and Taco, AJ Styles. He has his alliance. He calls Luchasaurus his right hand man. He has another partner in Nick Wayne, and he has nuclear correlation. And we'll see how far those guys are elevated with him still being whether he's TNT champion tonight. I know Nick Wayne, Darby Allen is wants to get back at Nick Wayne for costing him the TNT title. We're probably gonna see them two fight in some fight. Of course, Edge is going to be fighting Luchasaurus in the debut at Title Tuesday. So that should be a brilliant bout match. Because of to see some of the interference. I wanted to see Christian trying to attack Edge for um for him returning, and it will be the first move where we get something twist between these two. And I mean, you can get further. I mean, this is going to be good. I mean, Christian Edge has a storied history, a friendship. They've been tag team partners. They've never had one-on-one rivalry. They never did in WWE. This would Jerry jump shit the ratings. This would be a great, one of the best story feuds AEW can put together right now. If you look at the card, however more you have Heyman on the page, Jay White, 5 years to make it two guys that hasn't been in the ring in 5 years. They fought before they went to AEW. Chris Glade has a date with Destiny as he fights MJF on November 18th at 4 Gear. It'll be interesting to see how much with mentally built. Plus fighting Heyman out on page, former AEW World Champion himself. That's going to be a tremendous match. Um, Never seen on AEW before. And then of course you got Hikaru Shida versus 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 Saraya for the AEW World Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida is a two-time AEW World Women's Champion, and this should be a very competitive match. Contrasted styles. Um, both are very savvy of strikes of Tekno, of course, Tekno wrestling, the Page, of course, Hayes, they both hard hitting, they both very intense in that ring. Of course, Hayes, great grappler. We already know Sheeta has that strong style. She's one of, they're just strikers in the game of wrestling. I think Soraya won't lose the title for the rest of the year. Maybe until maybe for a year. I think my point is finger. Before we're gonna see Britt Baker versus um Soraya 2 at Full Gear on November 18th. Especially, it looks like Tony Storm, who had entered her phase of a new gimmick, calling herself Timeless, is probably going to once again fight um Soraya in the future. Maybe chant the title off of her. Um, and have to wait and see when this all goes down. This is going to be a night of epic proportions. I mean, title Tuesday is shaping up to be a pay-per-view field show and a lot of anticipation. And now I'm calling to talk about reviews from Fastlane. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso are the new undisputed tag team champions, and they made a heck of a team. Cody with the Cody Cutter, of course, a combination of him holding him down, kind of like the greedy, him holding him by the back. They make a pretty good team, great continuity. Um, Cody and Jay, I think this is a big deal to making Uso going, trying to find it out on his own, but at the same time, they're putting him back in the tag division. I think that's kind of a step back, but I think they're not going to hold undisputed titles for long. I think someone like maybe Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa is probably going to be the ones to probably go for the Imperium. So many of this could lead to a massive. I know this is just a step for eventually maybe Jay and Cody maybe turn on, or maybe for a while to give them something to do, especially to boost up to elevate the tag team division. And we know what WWE does when they prepare random tag teams or wrestlers to the tag team. It was by far one of the best matches of the night. Um, they defeated Damian Priest and Finn Balor Judgment Day to open up the show. That's the show. So we had the second match. We had Bobby Lashley and Street Profits versus LWO, and of course Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, henchmen, Juan Mendoza and Jacob Wild were taken out by Bobby Lashley and Street Profits. So they had to find themselves a third partner, and that third partner was Carlito. And to the beginning of the match, Mysterio and Escobar had to go it alone. But until the ending was when Mysterio had no other tag, but then Carlito music hit, he came rest of the ring. Then he got a lot of adrenaline going, energy. He hit the backstabber on on Montez Ford, got the pin 1, 2, 3. Um, Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar and Carlito defeats Lashley and his new alliance with the Street Profits. I love the street. The Hurt Business 2.0. It's like another Nation of Domination. Can't wait to see how far this allegiance with with these three men continue. Lashley as a mouthpiece is not bad at all. He's actually really good on the mic. I I I, I don't believe I actually thought MVP would have been a part of this faction, but I guess they don't need them. They really are doing a good job of of elevating him not just as a performer but as a talker too. I mean his mic skills he's really kicking it. He is really great as a heel. Not just in the ring, but on the microphone. And of course, he carrying Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins as a manager and a leader. That short this feud, of course, Lashley holds a win over me. I'm sure, of course, Ray, former U.S. champion, of course, will have a showdown for the U.S. title in the next phase on SmackDown. Speaking of SmackDown, we had the SmackDown um, Women's Champion Io Sky fighting Charlotte Flair and Asuka in a triple threat match, and this was back and forth. The ending was when Io Sky hit the moon saw on Asuka when Charlotte had the I mean he hit the on the when he did when she did the finger eight with Austin she when she on Charlotte when she hit the finger eight and one two three they had a lot of good moments in this match. Looking forward to see them tear it down on SmackDown next, whatever it remains to be seen. Who Io Sky will defend the title against one of the two, other than beating them in this triple threat match. And of course, one of the a co-main event, LA Knight versus John Cena versus Jenny Uso Solo Sikoa. And it was an okay match. I did a good moment. I like John Cena and LA Knight cohesiveness. I do think John should have got the pin in this one. Should have pinned Solo Sikoa because he hasn't had a really good victory in the past 7, 8, or maybe at least he's won a pinfall victory on a house show live because he had a single legitimate victory since in the last 7, 8 months. And that alone singles. I mean, he had a single pinfall win. I would have had him win, but instead they had LA Knight win this match with the hard drama, headshot drama on Solo Sikoa. Um, Main event we had Steph Rollins and since they're not going to physical last man standing match. The ending was when Steph Rollins hit the Falcon Arrow in the crowd through the table, and they making him the last man standing. He not only did, it took two current stomps gonna take him out of Nakamura. I mean, Nakamura had this moment. He pushed Rollins off the ladder through an ounce the table. He hit the Kinshasa shot in the ring through a table. He used the chairs, used the weapons, all of these, everything at each other. But the architect remains supreme. And it's gonna look like it's going to be an eventful night, a week of wrestling. We have Title Tuesday tomorrow. Looking forward to. Of course, tonight we had Raw. Um, Tomorrow we have NXT. This is a big night. We can take on against AEW. We have John Cena, Cody Rhodes appearing on the show. We have Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes. Raquel Roxy Perez versus Asuka. And there's more in store. We could be in for tomorrow night. Few pointers. I think Cody being at NXT. I think the difference. I think he's probably gonna announce the Dusty Rhodes Classic. It's always in the fall as they have the Dusty Classic, Tag Team Classic. And John Cena's gonna be in Melo's corner as match against Braun Breaker. This is going to be a great show, some week of wrestling. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. All right, y'all. See y'all around.